Hello, wonderful. This is Sarah, and I am reading a book called Embracing Your Power by Marsha Clark. And Marsha was the creator of the Power of Self program that I was a part of a couple years ago. Like, it feels like COVID years, like dog years. It's like, when was that? Anyway, I was a part of her Power of Self program, and there were so many amazing components of that she is putting together in her book called Embracing Your Power, which is not out yet, but it will be, and you should check it out. And in there, she talks about boundaries and how there is such freedom in boundaries. Not always because just because you said I'm the toxic person's going to change. That's not what kind of boundaries I'm talking about. Hoping they will change, standing up to them, those type of boundaries. I'm talking about boundaries within yourself. Boundaries around not saying yes to everything, boundaries around your time, boundaries around your health, not being exhausted all the time, not people pleasing, okay? And my guess is you have struggled with boundaries. So I want to give you some steps from Marsha's book called Embracing Your Power on setting boundaries. The first, step one, you have to know what your boundaries are. We can't set boundaries after someone has crossed them. It's like kind of chasing a dog around its tail. That's not what we're going to go for. We want to be clear about what our values are, what our integrity is, and do everything we can like, no, that's not going to work for me. Let's try this instead. Not, oh crap, no, what do I do now? Oh, they're going to be mad at me. Oh, it's going to cause conflict. Ah! Okay, that is not the energy we want to be in. We want to have some idea of what our boundaries are. No, I don't think that's going to work for me. Or if you want to have a softer no, well, give me some time to think about that. I'll get back to you in 24 hours. Okay? But having an idea of who you are and what values are important to you will help you not be chasing behind people who've already crossed your boundaries. And then you're trying to, well, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to agree to that. I didn't mean to be that. Okay, not our best look. Step two, it's important to be consistent. Consistent. Do you hear all you mothers out there? Consistent with our boundaries. Just like, no, you can't have an ice cream cone before dinner. No, you can't stay out past 11 or whatever your rules are at your house. Being consistent. And then being consistent if people at your workplace, people in your personal life are trying to heap more in your emotional basket than you can handle. Okay? They will wear you down and they'll keep asking and asking, oh, please, please help me. And they may throw guilt on you. But if you never say no, they're going to expect you to say yes every time. They're going to expect you to keep accommodating their wishes. They're going to expect you to be selfless so they can be selfish. So you've got to be consistent, okay? And you want to act in your personal integrity. Marsha says you want to hold yourself accountable for maintaining your boundaries, and you want to hold other people accountable as well, which I know feels very scary for some of you. But we want to be clear. I can't see you 3 times a week, but I can see you twice a week. I can't be in charge of the entire bake sale, but I will bring a pack of muffins. Okay? Then you want to look for patterns. Step 4 is looking for patterns. And when I was in the Power of Self program, this is one of the most important pieces that I remember. A dot is a dot. 2 dots is a line. And 3 dots is a trend. If they continue to step over your boundaries and disrespect you, you can start figuring out, okay, they're probably going to do this. You can decide what your response and your actions are going to be. Ugh, I know my sister's always asking me to be in charge of that. So I'll already know what I'm going to say. I'm already going to have a pre-decided response. You know, I have to do the turkey for Thanksgiving every year. This year, I'm not going to be able to do that. There was a person I was working with, and she said that she was worried about having the conversation about clearing out a family storage unit because it's an uncomfortable conversation, and her brothers didn't want to clean out the storage unit. And I said, your brothers don't have to clean out the storage unit, but if they don't want to deal with it, then they can pay for the storage unit. You don't get all the work and get to pay. It needs to be some of their problem to solve. So in her case, 3 dots is a trend. She knows her brothers are going to be upset about it. And she could go ahead and say, if you don't want to clean out the storage unit within the next 3 months, then I'm going to transfer payments to your name, or I'm going to get rid of everything in the storage unit. But I cannot continue to keep paying for a storage unit that is not what I want. I don't need the storage unit. I don't want the stuff in there. I have other places to house it. So that would be an example. If you kind of know what your brother is going to say, you could think about what to say ahead of time and to say, okay, I am willing to give you another 3 months to figure it out. I am not willing to continue to pay for you to house things there past the 3-month mark. That would be an example of a boundary. And last but certainly not least, when someone does honor your boundary or honor their commitment, say thanks. Thanks for being considerate about that. Thanks for taking over that payment. Thanks for fixing turkey this year. Thanks for honoring my need to rest up or spend family time that night. Whatever it may be, it's always nice to end with a thank you and a little acknowledgement. And I want to say thank you and give a little acknowledgement to Marcia Clark, author of Embrace Your Power, which will be out soon. Have a great day.